Hey everyone, welcome back to Journey of Wendy's Muggle. In the last video, Ron found blood on his bedsheet, and he was convinced that his scabbard has been eaten by Hermione's Crookshank. Let's continue story today.
Hermione believes scabbards might have run off somewhere, but Ron refused to listen. The two stopped talking to each other. One night, Ron suddenly woke up in the middle of the night, screaming that Sirius Black was trying to kill him. Harry thought Ron was having a nightmare, but Ron insisted he had seen Black standing beside his bed, holding a knife. Professor McGonagall rushed in to investigate. The fat lady's temporary replacement, the poultry guardian, confessed that someone had entered using the correct password, reading from a piece of paper. When McGonagall asked who had written the password down, Neville Longbottom raised his hand nervously. It wasn't the first time he had forgotten the password. One night, while studying the Marauder's map, Harry suddenly spotted a name, Peter Pettigrew. He was supposed to be dead. Was the map broken? Harry followed the moving dot on the map. It was getting closer and closer to him. His heart started pounding. Someone was coming. He quickly tapped the map to make it blank, just as Professor Snape appeared. Snape demanded to see what Harry was hiding. With a spell, he forced the map to reveal itself again. The map responded with messages. Mr. Mooney represented his compliment to Professor Snape and begged him to keep his abnormally large nose out of the other people's business. Mr. Prong's agreed with Mr. Mooney and would like to add that Professor Snape is an ugly git. Mr. Petfoot would like to register his astonishment that the idiot like that ever became a professor. Mr. Wormtail bids Professor Snape good day and advised him to wash his hair, the slime ball. Snape was furious and about to confiscate the map. Just then, Professor Lupin arrived. He noticed the map in Snape's hand and calmly said, "I'm the defense against dark arts teacher. I will examine it." He took the map from Snape and asked Harry to come with him. They reached the Lupin office. He was angry that Harry was using the map to roam around at night, which put him in danger, and Lupin confiscated the map. At that moment, Lupin also thought Black was the murderer. Before Harry left, he said, "I'm not sure if the map gets wrong. I found Peter Pettigrew on the map." In the divination lesson, Professor Trelawney asked the student to gaze crystal ball. She floated around the room, asking students what they would see. When it was Hermione's turn, she frowned and sighed. "Oh no, not the ridiculous grin again." Trelawney clearly got offended. "You don't have the sight," she said coldly. "I'm afraid you will never be a true seer." Hermione picked up her crystal ball and slammed it down onto the floor. She grabbed her bag and stomped out of the classroom. After class, Harry picked up the ball and returned it back. As Harry was about to go, Trelawney stiffened and spoke in a harsh, unfamiliar voice.
"Tonight, he who betrayed his friends whose heart rots with murder shall break free. Innocent blood shall be spilt, and servant and master shall be reunited once more."
Trelawney delivered prophecy again. From her words, it seemed to mean that Voldemort's servant Sirius Black escaped from Azkaban after 12 years. Sirius Black betrayed his friends. Tonight, Sirius Black would meet his master, Voldemort. Harry hurried back to Gryffindor common room, hoping to tell Ron and Hermione what had happened. But when he arrived, Hermione told him and Ron Buckbeak's case was lost. In the last term, Draco Malfoy was injured by Buckbeak. His father, Lucius Malfoy, filed a formal complaint to the Committee for the Disposal of Dangerous Creatures. Hagrid tried his best to defend Buckbeak with the help from Harry, Ron, and Hermione. But Lucius Malfoy's influence was strong, and the hearing was biased from the start. Despite their effort, the committee declared Buckbeak guilty of being dangerous. Hagrid received an official letter from the ministry. Buckbeak will be sentenced to be executed. They went to Hagrid's hut and comforted him. Hagrid had found the scabbers and passed it to Ron. Just then, a stone flew through the window, smashing Hagrid's bottle, and another small stone hit Harry's head. Before they could react, they saw Dumbledore, Minister Fudge, and the executioner approaching the hut. The three friends hurried out of the back door and hid behind the pumpkin patch. Suddenly, Hermione heard a sound behind them. She turned quickly, but there was nothing. They continued to run. From a distance, they saw the executioner raise his axe, and the shadow of its following. It looked as if Buckbeak was executed. Suddenly, scabbers began to struggle, trying to escape from Ron's hands. At the same moment, Hermione's cat Crookshank leaped forward, hissing and chasing after the rat. Ron and Hermione tried to hold them back.
They managed to calm the two animals, but before they could catch their breath, Ron pointed behind Harry. A huge black dog came charging toward them. Harry was haunted by the black dog grim all the year. He thought the dog was after him, but instead, it lunged at Ron and dragging him away, pulling him toward the whooping willow.
This whooping willow was planted when Lupin studied at Hogwarts. When he transformed into a werewolf, he was sent to the striking shack through a secret passage beneath the tree. Hermione's cat Crookshank knew how to stop the whooping willow from attacking. Follow the cat, they found a tunnel beneath the roots, a narrow passage that led straight to the striking shack. There they found Ron, injured and lying on the floor. Harry asked where the black dog had gone. Ron pointed behind him and shouted, "He was the black dog! He's not Animax!" Then, from the shadows, a gaunt man with hollow eyes and tangled black hair appeared. He was the escaped prisoner from Azkaban, Sirius Black.
Everyone believed Sirius Black escaped from Azkaban for Harry. But why Sirius Black dragged Ron instead of attacking Harry? Was Sirius Black going to kill Harry? That's the end of story today. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.